there's a reason the GOP lawmakers are thinking twice about moving this bill. Instead of continuing to focus on a rapidly developing sector of our economy, this bill amounts to a big handout to utility companies at the expense of Ohio consumers and businesses. Ohioans are seeing this 310 for what it really is, a political favor that benefits a few wealthy, well-connected political supporters at a substantial cost for the rest of us. SB 310, it's a big break for big energy. It hurts Ohio's economy and consumers. If it's not broken, why are they trying to fix something? And I would like to say that Mike may have not mentioned this, but there might be a better reason that the speaker pulled this. Mike, though he's more humble, did meet with the speaker for 45 minutes yesterday, and I think his conversation may have just slowed it down a bit, and I give Mike credit for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Finally, we've done something positive. I would like to say that I asked this question: why would this legislature enact clean energy standards when their campaigns are filled with dirty money? Because they can, and they've been doing it. And I'll tell you why they've been doing it. Who've been working to push this legislation? The Koch brothers, ALEC, the Heritage Foundation. They gave me this book. This book on every legislator's desk was given to us, and it is The Mad, Mad World of Climatism. And what they're actually saying, if you look at it, and this is being funded by these big moneyed interests, to make fun, I guess it should have been a coloring book, but to make fun of the fact that there's a serious issue about climate change. And there is a serious issue about climate change. But when they put things out like it's absurd, they're saying, is it true that by changing our light bulbs we can save polar bears? Who the hell said that? By driving electric cars we can stop the seas from rising? I never heard that. By building wind turbine towers we can make the hurricanes less severe? This is the kind of bullshit that we have to take into consideration that constantly we're facing when we're trying to make sure that legislation takes care of the consumers. What does it do to diminish the importance of 97% of the scientists who are saying that there is climate change going on? It is a laughable joke when the legislature cannot even understand that the comic books that they're passing out are absolutely full of crap. And I think that all of us here are looking at that. How does it create jobs? Well, we know that since the RPS, since we've been doing this, we've created 25,000 jobs. Senator Skindell called me today and reminded me that together he and I introduced in 2003, 2005, and 2007, we introduced this type of legislation so that we could move forward. You know, you're talking years ago, and we're talking about issues that could have created even more jobs, and now they're trying to put it into an abeyance or trying to stall it. And we know exactly who they're working for. They're working for the industry that could care less about really the jobs that can be created and the opportunities that are created by so many of these investments. We're here today because, quite frankly, we're legislators, and this legislation is coming before us. Even though it is stalled, it will be back next week. We understand that they're going to try to ram this through. They did it in the wee hours of the morning last week in the Senate, and they're trying to fool the consumers that this will be the best way to go. It doesn't protect the consumers. It will cost thousands of jobs. It will hurt the industries that have been supportive of making sure that we continue to invest in alternative energy, and it will hurt the consumers as they start to pay their bills. We care about what's happening here, folks, but it would seem to me that the individuals care more about their campaign contributions. They care more about what's coming into those contributions so that they can hold on to power. Just look at the numbers and look at the lobbyists that have joined forces in giving those campaign contributions to the individuals to stall the movement towards alternative energy. We know it's happening. We feel it. Mike and I know that even though this is our last year, we'll fight until our dying breath to let the consumers know, to let the people know that this legislation is wrong. It's legislation that's being rammed down the throats of the consumers, and those of us that are in the minority are going to fight as long as we can to make sure that it's not enacted. Glad to answer.